Hey guys, Rilhon here, welcome back to another video. It's a very special one today because we are celebrating 4,000 subscribers! Woohoo! We're going to be celebrating this by looking at pretty much all my ships, at least the ones I could find. There are many I haven't found and probably lost to time sadly, but yeah. What can you do? Yeah, these are the ones that I have found on either my main PC or my laptop. So there's quite a bit. They're spaced like 300 blocks apart, and it's like 13,000 blocks in that direction. So we are in for a long ride here. Last time I did this was in 2021, I think, during my 500 subscriber tour. So it's I think it's high time to do another one of these. But yeah, let's get started on the first one. This is the RMS Lucania, built by Rilhon from his tutorial. Obviously this isn't my ship, but it's very significant to me because it's the only ship I still have. And it was built in like 2012, I think. That it goes for all of these three ships here, so yeah, it's yeah. It is what it is. It's weirdly shaped, it's proportioned, but who cares? It's the 2012s. Things weren't great back then. But it's very nostalgic, so that's why I still love it. But yeah. Here is the Titanic. I actually built a Titanic before Lucania, but I deleted that one because I wasn't really happy with it. It wasn't really... yeah, didn't follow the tutorial completely, and I wanted to do that, so I built another one. And goes for all of these three. I didn't finish them until quite a few years after, because I didn't have world edit back then, and the command/fill, the vanilla one, wasn't in the game yet, so it was mostly the sides of these ships weren't filled in for the longest time. But yeah, I added that much later. Let's see here. The only interior I have is this little grand staircase. I think Rich did this in one of his tutorials. It's very simple, of course, but yeah. It's very nostalgic. I really like it. Oh, the launcher, of course, as well. Yeah. At least I got the bookcases here, right, and the fireplace. That's something, you know. Here is the Aquitania, also built in 2012. Appears to be depicting her in her post-war appearance with the double bridges here. Yeah, not much to say about this one. It's very simple compared to the other two. No lifeboats or anything. No propellers, no rudder. I never finished this one completely. Not much to say about this one. Then we come to my second, technically third, large-scale Titanic I built. This is based off Rich Lawrence's tutorials again, but I did a little bit more, put some effort into making the bow curved here, as you can see. And I also made the hull black terracotta. This is around the time when I started doing that, and it doesn't look great. It really doesn't. But yeah, it's what I did. And yeah, this one is much more detailed. You can see all the glowstone here. Around this time, I repainted or retextured the glowstone to planks, oak planks. So it lit up the ship, but it looked like planks. So yeah. I don't have that texture pack still though, sadly. A little bit more shaped stern here, as you can see as well, so at least I put in a little bit more effort. I also did some interiors. They're not very accurate, but still pretty cool. I like them. We have some... yeah, we have cabins too. Oh wow. I put in a little bit more effort as well with trying to get the layout right. Writing room in here, lounge. It's very weird proportions still. Aft staircase here, smoke room, veranda. Did I do like the dining room? Yes, I did. Oh wow, it's very open. There's no alcoves to it either, and the reception room here. Yeah, cool still. I even did the funnels to make them curve back. Here is the next Titanic. There are many Titanics now, and there are going to be many more coming up. So yeah, this is my first own Titanic that I built from scratch. This is, I've named this the version 1. I think, I don't know exactly when I built this. I don't know any of the dates for these early ones, but this is like 2015 or something. This is pretty cool. I tried with the bow shape. It's much better, but it's gonna look fat. I don't know what it is. But yeah, it's much better. It's very blocky, this kind of bow design. And also the stern I did a little bit more to make it more curved. Oh, these propellers from Kronostorf, I think they are. I'm sorry, Kronos. I wasn't original, apparently. But I did make my own propellers in the future, so don't worry. Yeah, let's see here. I did the bridge and the officers' quarters, it seems, as well. Super inaccurate, of course, but what can you do? Here's the grand staircase, a little bit more accurate. There's my head on it for some reason. Not super accurate though. Reading and writing room with a window into the lounge. Why are there no windows out? So claustrophobic. Huh. Yeah, the green floor. Got that right? Oh, I didn't get much farther. I guess I did a smoke room as well here. And the veranda. Like I did better in some areas, but worse in some regards. I feel like I have a newer version of this map where I did more interiors, but I don't remember. Did I do the gymnasium? I did, yeah. Wow. What does it say on these signs? Olympic, gigantic, nice. Will be launched 1913. Welcome to Titanic Gymnasium. For help, contact crew and personnel. Oh. Crew only. Passengers could be on this deck. What was I thinking? Yeah. That is so bad. But much better than the previous one, I guess. Here is my first ever Brittanic. This was converted from Titanic around the same time. Has the yellow band still. That's weird. Added the gantry davits. Yeah. The boats aren't accurate, of course, like how they are placed, but whatever. It's pretty cool. Have this little awning thing. I think they would have had that during night or something. And the not safety deck, the shelter deck here at stern and the enclosed promenade. Did I do anything on the inside? No. I just did the exterior. Okay. Here is Titanic version 2 from 2017, and this is another big step up because, like, for one, well, the Hollands is better, but there are much more detailing, and I have done more interiors, far more. I think, yeah, the staircase is a little bit better, and better proportioned too, so weird dome though. Let's move further back. Yeah, the lounge is much better. The shape is good. We have the alcoves, the windows. If we move further aft, we have the aft grand staircase here. We have the smoke room. Verandas, much better. And even the cafe, Parisian, and the restaurant. Anything more? Do we have the second class? We have second class. Here is the library, I think, and there's the smoke room. Oh, and even the dining room. Look at me. I've really done a lot of stuff here. Did I do some? Yeah, even third class. Oh wow. Why is it so high in ceiling? I don't know. So odd. Also the smoke room. I did more layouts too. And I never finished them though. Here's even Scotland Road, wow. And the first class dining room. and the first class reception room and dining room. Good stuff. Look at me go. Or even the pool. I forgot to paste in the water. I took them from Water Worlds and I did like a command so I wouldn't copy any of the water, so rip the pools, I guess. Even the little cooling room here. It's tiny though. Look at that. Here is the Rilhon, a custom ship I built around the same time as Titanic. And yeah, it's a little cruise ship. I don't know. This is my first ever cruise ship, I think. And it's weird. But pretty cool, I think, still. I don't think I did any interiors. Oh, I did some cabins. Huh. This is two nice cabins for what you get. And a staircase here as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Here's my second cruise ship build. This is the Sovereign. This is from around the same time as well, and it's super weird proportioned. The super long bow. It looks so weird, but I really like this one. It's one of my it's one of my first customs, but like I really like how I did the balcony cabins and stuff. Yeah, pretty cool. Even though it's not great. Here's the bridge. I like the little computers I have here with the banners. Further aft. Yeah, look at this. We even have like an observation deck above. Cool. I did this little kind of large atrium. I guess it stands for Rilhon lines. Some cabins. Yeah, much better. Even the lifeboats here, but it's kind of an empty deck here though. Nothing much more than that. We have the triple propellers here. Next is my first ever like own Lucania, and it's not great. The bow is weird, and I've done no interiors, but yeah, this is my first ever one that I built completely on my own. I think it's pretty cool. Pretty good for the time, at least. Wow, that's a fat bow stern. Oh, so weird. Here is the Estonia. This is built by Rilhon. Again, this is my last ever build by him, I think. This I think still holds up quite well. It was a pretty good bow shape, and the stern is quite good as well. And generally, it's I really like this one. It's not super detailed, of course, but it has the shapes generally right, proportions. It's my first ever Estonia I built, and I built it when the tutorial was coming out, so it was pretty exciting. I like this one. Now we have these kind of small builds, and then we have this massive step up to the Queen Mary. This is my first ever Queen Mary, and this is so nostalgic for me. It is... Oh, this was such a long project for me. It was built in 2018, and yeah, wow, this is quite large. We have built the bridge here. I don't think I did... Yeah, I didn't do much else in terms of officers' quarters. I never finished them. But let's move on to the first class areas. So we have the main hall here. I forgot, so for some reason I thought that this was like grey, even though it's supposed to be like green. Yeah, pretty nice. I think I did a lot of the rooms. Yeah, we did the library and the writing room, or the drawing room, and the observation bar should be here. Yeah, look at this. This holds up quite well too, this room. The color scheme is right. Did I do music studio? I like this one. This looks like I could have made it today, almost. And then the other side, oh, we have the staircase here. The forward staircase. Did I do the children's playroom? I did. Look at that. This is like one of the first ships where I actually tried my best to look at photographs and make it accurate. Although this is kind of a weird combination because this has the walls from the post-war, so I don't know. Also these weird like writing room alcoves here. Those were never here on the ship, so I don't know where I got these from. But yeah, here's the lounge. I'm still very happy with this one. I did a redstone underneath to help make the lamps work. These days I would have just made them debugged, but that wasn't a thing back then, I don't think. Yeah, quite good still, I like this one. Here is the starboard galley, or gallery, and the ballroom. And the long gallery on the other side. Should be the smoke room here as well. Yeah, look at that. What a massive step up, honestly, from these pieces of shit now. But they're, yeah, this is a massive step up. Is this the is it called tourist class or is it called cabin class? I think it's called tourist class. Or they changed it later. I don't know. Yeah. Did I do the? I think I did start the dining room, but I never finished it. Cool. And I think I also did the pool, or at least I started it. Cool stuff. Here's another custom. This is the Savic, and this is actually one I built in my survival world. It was first a creative build, but I then ported it over, so to speak, or built it rather. I don't think I have any interiors. No. I started the tank top for some reason. But yeah, that's pretty much it with this. It's not that much to say about it. Here is Titanic version 3 from 2018, and this is another huge step up, I think. I really tried to make this look accurate. I think... Yeah, this is one of the first ones we actually tried. And the Queen Mary as well, but yeah. Try to get it right. I got a cafe. Here is the restaurant, smoke room. It's all the same, so I won't go for everything, but yeah. This one I tried. I tried as well as I could back then. And I also did a lot more interiors. We even did the boiler rooms here, look at that. Yeah, cool. Did I do the engines? I think I did. Yeah, never finished them, but still nice. Not the turbine though. And the hull shape is still really bad. And these are also from Kurenstarf. Man, I was stealing left and right. I'm so sorry. I do not condone my past self, and that it won't happen again, I promise. But yeah, pretty nice. Here is the Olympic, the first one I ever did. This is from her like 1930s appearance, because I didn't really think she was too interesting back then. Other than like if you were to build her 1930s appearance. Because she was just Titanic, pretty much, but yeah. I don't think I changed anything except for like the grand staircase. Look at this, the green. Green with the gold. Only the first two levels though. And then of course like change the exterior as well. Here's the second Brittanic I ever built. This is much more accurate as well. It has the more accurate gantry davits. And yeah, I think I based this one off the Patroness of the Mediterranean game. Or I might not have. I don't know if that was out by this point, but yeah, this is much more accurate anyway. And the propellers aren't the same. I guess I just copied them over to Titanic. I don't know. It's weird. And I also only did the grand staircase here. To be much more basic. Oh, look at that. I did the children's playroom exterior, but not the inside. Huh. So up until this point, this is up to like 2019. I wasn't really super invested in this hobby. Like, I built 1 or 2 ships each year. That's pretty much it. But I had like up and down periods when I wasn't really building ships at all and I was playing other games and survival Minecraft for that matter. But yeah, that changed in 2019 or 2020 with these ships. So this is the Pommern, and this was when I visited Rilhon in Åland in August of 2021. And this is built after her. I took like a shit ton of photographs and I photographed all of it. So I recreated this pretty faithfully, as well as I could anyway. And yeah, I really do like this one. It's very nostalgic for me. But I did rebuild it later to be much more accurate and much more up to my modern standards. We have some interiors. It's fully furnished inside, as the cargo holds as well. And the sails as well. When I did the download, I did one version with the sails and one without, just to have the options. Here's an unreleased ship. This is the Andrea Doria, and yeah, it's not the greatest, but I think this is the second one I built, because the first one I did was lost somehow. Yeah, never did the interior, but yeah, very empty inside, just like me. Anyway, decent stern, I guess, but that's about it. Not much else to say. Here's my first ever Moritania. So this is built from scratch before Lucania. I actually built Moritania first and then converted to Lucania for some reason. Yeah, I guess at this time I preferred Moritania by far, so yeah. Still kinda do. I'm in a Moritania phase right now, so we're going to be building her soon, don't you worry. Yeah, here we have the grand staircase with the... I was about to say drawing room, but no we don't. Here's the lounge with the smoke room and the veranda. And that's pretty much it. I did some more layouts, but I didn't really finish anything else. We have the dining room here I started work on, but yeah, that's about it. Here is the Lucania. This is converted from Moritania, and I don't think I converted much of her interior. Yeah, I did the staircase, but not the lounge or anything else. I did the drawing room though, which is pretty nice but inaccurate. And it's down. Yeah, doesn't go very far. This is the World War I appearance, of course, with the grey funnels and the yellow band. Not much more to say about this. This was built in like 2019 or 2021 or 2020? Wait, let's see. Yeah, 2020, March. It's my first own Aquitania, so this is from 2020 as well. Did this before I had deck plans, so it's probably not super accurate, but I did my best with what I had. Did I do the... Yeah, I didn't even do the staircase here. I did do the dining room. That's the only interior I did, I think. And I like extrapolated it from like... I had like snippets of plans, so I had a dining room. And I was, oh, it's between the second and third funnel, so I must place it here. And I had like the casings from the funnels going down, so I was pretty clever with how I did this. I did what I could, but yeah. Not perfect, obviously, but it's the best I could do with little what I had. So yeah. Here is my first version of the Queen Elizabeth. This is built in 2021, and again, like the Aquitania, this is built without pretty much any plans. I had a few snippets, but that's about it, so I was very limited in what I can do. But this is one I'm still really proud of. It's yeah, I'm really happy with this one. That's a weird lightning glitch on the side, or lighting, not lightning. There are a couple of interiors. I did as many as I could. Here is the no, what's it called? The main hall, I suppose, with the shopping center on the front, and here is the lounge. And that's pretty much what I've done, I think. Yeah. But yeah, I really like this one still. So yeah. Here's an unreleased and unfinished build here. I thought I'd include it still. This is the Queen Elizabeth II. I never got much further than this, sadly. I just lost interest, sadly. But yeah, I have worked on a Queen Elizabeth II since then. So maybe we'll try again in the future, who knows. Yeah, I still quite like this one, even though I don't think the hull is anywhere near to being, good. But yeah, it's quite nice still. Here's my first and so far, only United States. So this is also like the others built in 2021. And this one I really like still. The hull isn't that good, but I don't know, I have so much nostalgia for this one. The stern is decent, not the underside necessarily. Also, I need to remove the water from these propellers. I did some interiors, I think. This one I had full plans for, so I don't have an excuse for this one to not do interiors. Here is the ballroom, I think this is. This big open space. I really like this room actually. Here's the Navajo bar. And yeah, I didn't even like finish these connecting spaces. That's really bad. Here's the smoke room and the theater or cinema. I think that's about it. Yeah, didn't do much more. So I used to do like punched out random portholes and then added in the lights so it could be lit up at night, just to make it look cool. But yeah, I really want to build her again someday. I am actually working on her. What did I mean by one day? I am working on her literally right now, so yeah, look forward to that in the future. Another version of the United States. Here is my own first Estonia. So this is, yeah, terrible hull. The bow especially, the stern not as much, but yeah, it's not great. But other than that, I think it's pretty good. I based it off models and photographs, so it's decent at least except for the hull itself. But yeah, I've started work on a new model of Estonia recently, so yeah, that's gonna be much better. And also here is the Viking Sally. This is Estonia before she was called Estonia, pretty much. One of her first looks. I can't remember if this was her original configuration or if this was one of her, like, she sailed under many names, so yeah, but this is one of them. Here we get to the ships that is probably one of the most nostalgic things I've ever built. So this is is this a version 4? Oh, this is Olympic version 2. But yeah, this is the 4th Olympic class I built on my own. God, this is not so nostalgic. This is my first ever full interior Olympic class. I built this during the summer of 2021. And yeah, all of it inside. Sure, it's not super accurate always, but yeah. I did my best. Did I do like accurate suites? I think I did, yeah. I didn't know exactly how they looked, all of them, but I knew the styles because I just bought the what's it called, the book Ship Magnificent, Titanic, so I knew roughly how the suites looked. But yeah, oh, nice. I'm so happy with this, how this turned out. I still copy the propellers. Oh, that's embarrassing. Yeah, even the stern, like all of the interiors. I even tried my hand at the machinery. This is not good by my current standards by any means. It's quite terrible actually. I haven't even done any of the machinery on the sides here. I could have done something, but nope, I just didn't give a crap about that apparently. But yeah, pretty nice. I really like this one. And here is the Titanic, same thing but Titanic. I built Olympic first and converted it to Titanic, and then I converted it to Brittanic here. And this one is based off the Brittanic game, Brittanic Patroness of the Mediterranean. So this is quite up to speed, quite accurate. So you have this super detailed, or not super detailed, but detailed boat deck with the proper lifeboat, sort of storage cups or whatever they're called. Why is the deck the wrong direction here? That's weird. That's quite annoying actually. Well, these are facing up, I think. So that's the problem. And enjoy that when you download this map. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think I did the interior for this one as well. Did I? No, I didn't. Wait, what? I guess I never released this one? Yeah, I didn't. Not fully at least. Like I did a select few spaces. Well, I'm lazy. Huh. Well, anyway. Here's my first version of Olympics in her troopship appearance. This is specifically the 1918 one, so the second dazzle camouflage she had. Didn't do any interiors? No. I deleted everything below a certain point. I did do any? No. Wow, lazy. Anyway, I guess I just wanted to try and do the dazzle, which I think turned out pretty good. So yeah, with the billions of lifeboats as well. I forgot to put in the walkway here somehow. I don't know why. How could I forget? Here's my first ever Carpathia. So this was also built in 2021, I want to say. 2020. Oh, so I'm too far ahead. Yeah, this is 2020 then. Yeah, pretty nice. Probably not very accurate, but like interior decor and such, but yeah, pretty nice, I'd say. Quite nostalgic as well. Yeah, I really tried with this one. Those are some weird propellers, really big. This is the Kaiser Wilhelm der Groß, and I remember the ship looking much nicer than it actually does. Like from the front it looks pretty good, but then the stern comes around and it's just awful. It's terrible, it looks like a mushroom. That was a problem with most of my builds by this point, like I didn't do good enough hulls at all. I didn't know how to make them good, so yeah. Let's see, can we go inside here? I like this room. I think this is accurate in terms of colors. Pretty decent. Goes down into the dining room here. Pretty nice. I also have the smoke room, I think. Yeah. Here. I don't know how accurate these rooms are, but yeah, it's an old ship. Who cares? It was cool to do. Here's my second Queen Mary, so this is from 2020 as well. Yep, September, October 2020. And yeah, this is much better than the first one. The bow is actually quite decent. I don't think the stern is. If I had to guess, it's probably much worse, but not terrible. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Could be better, as always, but yeah. Interiors are much more accurate in terms of design. I think here's the long gallery. Yeah, this is long gallery. This is the observation bar. What am I saying? We have the lounge over here. Quite good. The carpet is wrong though. It's supposed to be blue. Here is the starboard gallery, and this is the bar room, long gallery, and the smoke room. Did I do the tourist class? Yeah, the smoke room. I still like this room very much. It's one of my favorites on the ship. And also, I think I even did third class lounge. I only started it. Maybe that's one of the coming Queen Marys. I don't know. Can't remember. But yeah, pretty nice. Around the same time, I started work on my first and so far only Queen Mary 2. This I still really think is quite cool, with the exception of the hull. That's terrible, but yeah, I really like this one. How it turned out. It's probably up to that point my biggest ship I've ever built. So yeah, I was very pleased with myself. It was really massive. I don't think I did any interiors. I don't think. I guess I started on these ones here, but yeah. I like this entire stern sort of gallery type thing, like it's so big. I did think, yeah, I made this little pool deck. I don't know what this is called, but yeah, I did this. But that is about it. I think I started work on some interiors over here, maybe? Yeah, this atrium here I started work on, but I never finished it. Still, pretty cool. One of my favorite like old ships I've done. Here's an updated Aquitania. I think by this point I had gotten the plans, so I could make fairly accurate interiors, at least in terms of layout. Here is the, what are these called, like winter gardens on the sides, the promenade decks, leading into the first class staircase. Did I do the, not the writing room, no. I did do the lounge here. That's pretty nice. We didn't do anything more though, of course. I did, yeah, I literally just copied this room, because this is the same build as my previous Aquitania, only I modernized her. I did a different hull. That was, it's better, but it's not great. It's not great at all. Did I do a better stern as well? I can't remember. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if it's different. But yeah, it's a little bit more updated, and I think I released this one even. I also converted this to the HMHS Aquitania with in a hospital ship appearance. Pretty nice. No interiors changed though. And also the troop ship one. Wait, did I change some interiors? I wonder if I did, like the lounge maybe? Yeah, look at that. I simplified everything. Never finished it though. I did the promenades. Huh. I did do the troop ship one. The two troop ship ones actually. So this is the World War I dazzle camouflage troop ship Aquitania. What about the inside? No, nothing different there. Here is the World War II battleship grey Aquitania. Nothing changed here either. Here's my first ever Oceanic of 1899. And yeah, this is also very nostalgic for me. A lot of these are. Because this is when I bought the Oceanic White Star's Ship of the Century by Mark Churnside. So it came with a lot of deck plans for Oceanic, and I was able to build her, and I really like how she turned out. It's obviously, as with all of these, not as good. The stern is quite good though. This is probably one of my better sterns I built, like, of these old ships, so not bad. Not bad at all. Not a bow though. Yeah, it's not that good. But yeah, I did some of the interiors, mainly the first class ones, because that's the only plans I had. We have the grand staircase. Did I do? Yeah, I did some cabins. The lounge here as well, leading down into the dining room. Not accurate in terms of colors probably, but that's fine. Let's see. We have the aft staircase. Nothing past there. This leads down to the dining room again. Did I do anything more? No. Oh yeah, there's a smoke room here as well. That's pretty much it though. And this is my first ever RMS Brittanic in her like hypothetical Oceaner appearance. And this was converted from Titanic, and it's not like fully interiors. I think I did a couple of ones, but this is mainly as an exterior build I did for a video, and I never released it because it's not complete. But yeah, here's the grand staircase with the open the open grand staircase and the organ. We have the lounge with the blue floor. I don't know where the blue floor came from, like that fact or supposed fact, but it's been floating around. The smoke room with the L-shaped smoke room. It's not the right decor. It's supposed to be much less dark. We have the third class smoke room, the new one, with 2 gantry davits on the stern. The shelter deck, gymnasium for second class. I don't think I did much more than that. I guess I did the children's playroom as well. Yeah, look at that. Based on Patroness of the Mediterranean, I think it was at least. So it's quite detailed. Yeah, this is not accurate. This, I guess I converted this from the HMHS Brittanic then. So not from Titanic. But yeah. Here is my first ever Olympic from 1930. So this is just the lower sheer stripe with the many more lifeboats. I guess this is technically my second Olympic 1930s, because my first ever Olympic was in this appearance, this configuration. Look at that, I did the grand staircase. We have the lounge still the same. I guess the smoke room, I had the new tiles, good stuff. What else was changed? I guess the dining room had the dance floor added. And she of course also has her bigger restaurant and Café Parisian, among other things. But this is not like fully converted. It has only a few interiors, so yeah, it's mostly an exterior build. Same with Brittanic. Here's my third Lucania, so this is built in 2021, I wanna say. Yep, February. This was quite good. If you remember, this is I built this during one of my first ever streams, so this is also quite nostalgic. I did quite a bit of interiors. I didn't do all of them. We have a third class here and the dining room. Let's go up again. Let's see what we have. We have the staircase as well as the what's it called? The music room, the lounge, as well as the smoke room and the veranda cafe here. Not accurate. It's supposed to be dark. The Moritania is the one that looks like this. Oh, I even did second class. Good stuff. We have the ladies' room, smoke room, and the dining room. They didn't do much more than that though. I never did the tank top and stuff. Although I did do the dining room for first class, so this is pretty nice. Quite outdated though, but that's fine. This is also the World War I appearance. I don't know which appearance this was, because it has the grey funnels, but it also has the grey superstructure. So I guess this is like very early on in World War I did. I don't think I changed anything on the inside though, because she wasn't really changed interior wise, except for like a couple of cabins which were reassigned, but that's about it. And here is my second Moritania. So this, let's see how much we converted here. I don't remember. Did I do all of it? Let's see, wait, where am I? Okay, so here. Oh yeah, I did convert a lot. This is the drawing room, here is the grand staircase, music room, smoke room. Yeah, this I didn't change, it's the same. This is accurate though with the open. Yeah, this is Moritania's second class lounge, that is, and this is the drawing room, or the ladies' room. Here's the smoke room and the dining room. Yeah, good stuff. Good that I'm actually being accurate for once. Here is the dining room, or sort of accurate. Yeah, the carpet's popped off. Rip. Too bad. Anyway, oh yeah, here is the Moritania in a hospital ship. So yeah, didn't do any interiors, just did the exterior. Here's the Bremen, another one of a hugely like nostalgic build for me. I love the Bremen, it's one of my favorite ships, so it's incredible that I haven't built her since then. I should probably change that soon. But yeah, same with Aquitania and Queen Elizabeth. Very limited plans when I built this, so yeah, I did my best, but it's not perfect. Oh, a little bit plain, cool. The entire exterior is finished, but there's a lot of interior spaces that aren't. No tourist class or second class, but I did do quite a bit of first class, I think. So yeah, we have the restaurant up here on top, or on the nameplate here. Yeah, let's head down. Here's the main hall. Here's the smoke room in the bow. And the... Oh, this is a massive space to lounge. It's so large. I like this room very much. Here is the library and writing room. It's probably the other way around actually. The aft stairs as well as the ballroom. Did I do anything more? No. I think that's it pretty much. Nothing on the decks below. I never did the dining room because I didn't have plans for that, I don't think, so... Well, that's my excuse at least, so yeah, let's just say that that's the case. You will simply have to pardon me for gradually losing my voice throughout this video, but yeah, this is a custom I did of a modern Titanic in the 30s. For some reason I thought it was a good idea to make the funnel super thick, but yeah, it is what it is. Did I change anything? Not here. Not for these rooms. Maybe I did. Yeah, I added a lot more stuff on the stern. So I made it more like Brittanic with the enclosed well deck here. I was gonna expand towards class a lot, I think. But I never really finished it. And look at this, it's like a ballroom, or is that, this might be the ballroom up here actually. This was a super ambitious project, but I never finished it. Too bad. But is there... Oh yeah, there's skylights in here. Third class got really upgrade. Good for them. Also can't forget the dining room got this large dome. And also the lounge is now a ballroom. Or ballroom, I mean a theater or cinema. Here's the RMS Olympic Update 1, which is from 2021. This is another huge step up for the Olympic class. I really tried to like modernize the interiors. This is from like converted from my previous Olympic class, so it's the same hall. Actually, not the same hall. I redid it quite a bit to make it look much better. But yeah, a year later from the past Olympic class, so I really wanted to make sure it looked much better. But yeah, we don't need to look through all the interiors, we can look at the dining room. It's decent. And the reception room here as well. Also on the side here is the Nomadic. This is my second one I built. I forgot to mention the Nomadic, like from way over there. Was super small, that one, so it's not very good. But yeah, this is my first proper Nomadic, and I think I did all of her interiors, yeah. So pretty nice. I'm not sure if the tiles are correct, but that's fine. Did I do the engines? Oh, I did. Wow. The boilers and engines. What the hell are these? They look like turbines. They don't even connect to the propellers. Wow, that sucks. Anyway, did I even know what steam engines were? Apparently not. And here is the Titanic again. I think I built Titanic first and then converted her to Olympic, not the other way around. And then I took Titanic and converted her to this RMS Britannic. So I think this is the full interior Britannic, my first one of those. No, I stand corrected. It's not that accurate, is it? No, it is, I think. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it's much better than the last one. Apparently not. It's not great. Still has the skylights here. But this is also based off Patroness of the Mediterranean, so it's much better now at least. Here's my third, I wanna say, HMHS Britannic. This I think is fully, yeah, interior. It has like the hospital interiors, so that's pretty good, all of it. Yeah, that's this massive room for in the dining room here for wounded patients. Pretty nice. It's supposed to be fairly accurate since it's based on, again, Patroness of the Mediterranean. This is another custom. This is the Brittanic, originally known as the Nordic. I built this like prior to 2021 somewhere. I don't exactly remember when I did this, but yeah. It's kind of terrible. I don't like it. I kind of hate it. I don't like it. Sidron. Oh yeah, Nordic, backwards. I think I flipped this around and it got messed up a bit. I think even here. Yeah, Sidron. Sidron, I don't know. It's quite a large ship. Oh, I maybe did some cabins here, wait. I did like a large atrium. This is not very appropriate for the times, but I guess I did it anyway. I guess there's some layouts basically, not much more than that. This is the Nordic. This was built around the time when I was invited to join the Team C Network server. So I built this. It was pretty much the first ship I built on the server. And this is my first like proper custom that I built like all of the interiors fully from inside out. So you can have a quick look around. There's a large main hallway around. I think I did split uptakes for these funnels. Yeah, they go out to the sides, just like the Fatherland, for example, and Normandy. So I get much more space on the inside here. Going all the way across, we have the observation lounge here in the front. Then we have the shopping center, as well as the main hall, I guess, staircase. As is Nordic Solar. Even have some lore here. Can I even not turn this? Okay. I can straight up not open this. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a bunch of lore. You can read it for yourself later if you want. Here's the ballroom. Here is the smoke room, and I want to check out the dining room as well, so if I can. Yeah, down here. Pretty nice. It's kind of a small ship, but it's cute. I like it still. But I did a updated version of Nordic. Actually, a complete rebuild, so we'll get to that in a bit. Here is the RMV Oceanic, the Oceanic 3. This is my first version of this build, and this is quite good still as well, I feel like. There's a block here, don't need. Boop. Boop. Yeah. I like this still quite a bit. I did do an updated version later, we were gonna check that out, but yeah. Quite a decent hull, if I do say so. Not bad at all. There's so many lighting glitches from when I placed this in, so I guess you can just update them yourselves when you download the map. But yeah, I didn't finish this by any means. I did some spaces, like this is the third class lounge, I guess, or smoke room. Here is the first class lounge. Kind of weird a little bit inspired by Olympics one, with the has alcoves going out on the sides around something, I guess. Here is the main hall. It's kind of, I feel like the interior should be larger than this. It's a little bit cramped almost. Here's the ballroom based on Queen Mary. Long gallery also based on Queen Mary. Smoke room also based on Queen Mary. I based it a lot on Queen Mary, evidently. Here's some restaurants. And here is tourist class. Pretty nice. And yeah, that's pretty much all. And let me check the dining room. This is actually pretty nice. I do like this. Here is the Emma Maersk, I think it's pronounced. This is the largest 1.81 scale ship I've ever built. So yeah, this is a monster of a ship. One of the largest ships in the world right now still. So yeah, it's a monster for sure. I haven't really done any interiors except for a bridge. So I don't really know how she looked inside. I don't really have any plans. Yeah, I like that they have on this side they have a basketball court. They gotta entertain themselves somehow. You can see underneath all these containers, it's such a massive space. And then if we go inside, it's just incredibly large. The lighting got messed up here sadly, but yeah, it's fine. It's so large. It's incredible. But yeah, this is still one of my favorite builds. I love this one as well. It's my first 1/1 scale RMS Titanic, and I built this for my time-lapse, my 2 time-lapse videos, October 2021. And it's fairly good, it's detailed. It's a pretty good hull. I think I actually followed the line plans for this one, strangely. So it's, oh yeah, it's pretty nice. It's mainly the top that's not that great. That's like, I did much better with the new one, so yeah. It's decent enough. Here is the update 2 versions of the Olympic and Titanic. These were updated in like early 2022, like before March somewhere. And they're an updated version of the update 1 versions. So yeah, this is the first build I've ever done hull plating detailing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they are. So that's pretty nice. I did netherrack. I don't know why I did that. It doesn't look that good. But yeah, pretty nice builds. And yeah, I don't think I changed that much inside, but you can check a little bit. Yeah, it's some of the best interiors I've done. They're only really eclipsed by me by my current version, or like the only time I've done better is the next version, the next and final version of the Olympic class I've done. So yeah. Here is my second Carpathia, built in March to April 2022. And this is quite good actually. I think the hull is, yeah, it's pretty great honestly. Let's see, check the stern. Yep, that's pretty damn good. Very detailed, and I used the plans. This was the first time I had the proper plans for it, so I could use some pretty good interiors. I don't know if the colors are right. I don't think we'll ever know, but yeah, pretty good, pretty nice. I did it like full interior this time, and I really quite like how it turned out. So yeah. This is the 4th version of the Lucania, built in April to March of 2022 in collaboration with Jet or Project Titanica. And yeah, this is quite a nice build, I gotta say. It's one of my favorite hulls I've ever done, in my opinion. I love the stern, and the bow is also good. I didn't even use any line plans, I just sort of nailed it. Or not nailed it, but I just sort of, like, yeah, went with it. Pretty good overall. Let's see, check the interiors. Yeah, this is when we really tried to make it look as detailed as possible. Very nice, I love how this looks. Smoke room, Very nice so far. Yeah. Overall, I think it's really good. We also did the engine spaces, mostly Jet did these, to be honest. I was just nodding and was like, yep, that looks good. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm sure there's a lot more details we could add in. But yeah, it's good for the time. Pretty nice so far. And this was converted into this was the Sea Trials version. This is the Maiden Voyage version, where they removed this white band under the forecastle deck, and they also stiffened the stern. So you can check here real quick. The second class lounge was much more open, more airy originally, but then it was sort of enclosed. It was made, yeah, much less open to stiffen the stern and reduce vibrations with these columns, as you can see. Yeah, this was the case all over the stern with many of the rooms, so just so you know. Oh, and this was the World War I version when she was torpedoed and sunk. We even added some hull, what's it called, like weathering around the waterline, which was a really good idea by Jet. I really like how this turned out. We have the black funnels. I don't know if they were black or grey. I think they're supposed to be like a black color. So this is right. Otherwise it's completely the same as this one, except for like some cabinets inside. I think they were changed as well. Here is the Moritania. So this is which is this one? This is the third one converted from Lucania. It's not perfect on the inside because we didn't, or I didn't, do all of the suites mainly. There's a sort of layouts that aren't correct. They are quite a bit more different on the inside than one would realize, except for the public rooms, of course. They are very different. But yeah, the exterior is probably correct, at least, so that's always something. Here is the staircase. Much more dark appearance, of course, in Lucania. I really like how the public rooms turned out on her as well. I forgot to add in the ceiling here. Wait, what the hell? That's bad. I'm not gonna fix this because this is... I want them to appear how they were released, you know? But yeah, that's really bad. The veranda. Torus class. Somehow Moritania never vibrated as much, so they never had to stiffen her as much as Lucania. And here is the dining salon. Very nice. Here's my first MV Brittanic, built around the same time as Lucania and Moritania, and it is quite good still, I think. And this was also built with the help of Jet, at least with the hull. I think he helped a bit. The exterior is completely finished. I didn't do much of the interior though, because I didn't have many plans. I did have some plans, but not all of them. So here is the lounge. We have the staircase. These aren't like fully accurate because I only had the concept art, and the concept art is very inaccurate to the final result with the ships, so can't trust it at all. Lots of rooms here. Children's playroom, a long gallery. This is the smoke room and the veranda. Did the gymnasium? Yeah, did the gymnasium. Good stuff. Here is the RMS Oceanic 1899 3-1 scale. This is a monster of a build. Let's see, when did I build this? I built this in May to June of 2022, and then I just abandoned it, and yeah, didn't care more about it after that. I just lost interest to build it. And it's not the best hull, it really isn't. Kind of bad. And I don't think it's rightly proportioned either. It's kind of weird, but yeah, what can you do? It's an old build, who cares? It's not the best interiors either. I guess they're fine, but I could definitely do a lot better these days. Let's go downstairs here. I think, did I do it? Okay, I just started on the dining room, but I never finished it. I think I did a smoke room though. Let's go back here. Yep, I did. Here it is. Pretty nice. Here is my first 3/1 scale RMS Titanic build. So this was built in, can we see, November 2021 to January 2022. So a couple of months. Then I stopped working on it because I lost interest. It's a really big build. So yeah, I did like the top decks, I think. So I did the bridge, the wheelhouse, the officers' quarters, and I did the grand staircase, worked from there. Going down, we have the lounge over here, the reading and writing room. They didn't do some of these like spaces here, the pantries for example, they didn't do those. The aft grand staircase, and the smoke room, veranda calves, and third class, did I do that? Yeah, I did. Oh. These are some tiny windows. Should have made them larger. Second class I did. This is too large furniture. It is massive. I don't know why I did it this large. I didn't even do the dining saloon. That's bad. Wait, not even the first class dining saloon. Wow. I would have skipped out. Here's the reception room, and I don't think I even did all of the suites. I did this like the parlor suite on this side at least. I didn't do the other side, no, and I didn't do the rest either. I did lay out some of the interiors down here, but yeah, not much to speak of with this one. Here's my first Celtic. This was around the time when I bought Mark Sharnside's Big 4 book, so I got some plans and got to work. So this is Celtic. Pretty nice. I like how she turned out. First class lounge. We have the first class smoke room and the dining room down here. Lots of cabins as well. It's pretty much only first class. Did I do second class? Yes, I did. Okay. So it looks like this. Even the dining room down here, but that's pretty much it. Don't have more plans than this. So here's the Cedric, which I converted from Celtic. It's pretty much the same, except that there's no skylight going up from our dining room anymore. And of course the Wallin type lifeboats as well. Here is the Oceanic. Again, this is the second build. I guess the third if you include the 3/1 scale one, but the second 1.81 scale one. And it was converted from Celtic and Cedric's hull, and it's why it looks so weird. It's too fat. It's not supposed to be like that. It's not the greatest. It's not very good at all, the hull. So yeah, I didn't do the interiors here. The lounge here again. This is not supposed to be here. There's the enquiry office. They added that later. The dining room. Some cabins. I didn't do anything below that though. Didn't have the plans yet. Here is the Olympic in her troopship colors again. This is the 1917 dazzled camouflage. This is the first version I've done with that, and this is damn cool. If I do this on myself, I really like this one. I have the guns mounted here on the bow, and all of the lifeboats added. I think there are 2 guns more here on the stern. Why aren't they facing out? They should be. Yeah, pretty nice. I don't have any interiors here though, so that's just empty. Also has the weathering, so I took that idea from Lucania. And here's the second version of the 1918 Dazzle Camouflage Olympic, and it's the same as this one, except it has the different paint scheme, pretty much. So that's this inside, this inside, and then this side. It's not. It could have been a little bit more straight, you know. The lines, they're a little bit wonky. That's something I'll improve on if I ever do this again. Here is the RMS Brittanic version 3, where I really went all in trying to make this as accurate as possible. This was actually a from scratch build, and it's not related to the previous Olympic and Titanic I built. It has a different, pretty much everything, so yeah, kind of weird. Well, I don't know why I did that, but yeah, this is pretty damn good, honestly. This is a good build. The hull is pretty good, really quite good. It's pretty accurate. The layouts are as correct as I could with those plans I had, you know, these kind of basic shipbuilder plans. Children's playroom is here. It should all be in the correct place. Yeah, we have the reception room and the dining room. Pretty nice overall. Here is my baby. Here is the 3-1 scale Olympic one I did in like early or late 2020, early 2023. Oh, that's like a year. Sorry, voice crack. I love this one. I really do. It is still quite updated, like up to date, and I just love it. It is. There's many things I could update, of course, but I have the new free one to do that instead. So, you know. Yeah. What else is there to say? I'm just touring it basically now. I mean, this is a tour, but yeah, whatever. Really went all in trying to make this as good as possible. Oh no, the entities didn't copy, that's sad. Well, you can download the full map if you want. Go to my channel and search for Olympic 3-1. Yeah, this is the full interior as well, so it's gonna get very laggy very soon here, so just get prepared for that. Oh, I even did machinery. This was a pain to do. Took so long. But I really like how it turned out. And I think it's quite accurate, at least as accurate as I could do it, honestly. I'm not the best with machinery, but I think this is quite good. Pretty nice, so like overall. And I should also mention that these were built in collaboration with Dooku 200. And also the Titanic here we converted together as well. I did after Olympic, took like a couple of weeks to do. Added all of the Titanic exclusive features like the, oh it's so laggy, Café Parisien. And yeah, various other things. And there's also the Brittanic here, which I should just mention real quick because I never finished this. I did the exterior, boat deck and A deck, and then I never did anything more than that. You can see below here, yeah, it's just Titanic below a certain point. So yeah, it's not finished, and yeah, it was abandoned, so I won't finish it, sadly. Here is the Kingdom of Ireland. It's a custom ship I built in streams in like 2022 or something, 2021 even maybe. And I only finished it, or not finished it, but I released it in like 2023 by popular demand. People wanted this. I don't know why. I don't really like it. It's not that great. Interiors are decent, I guess. Pretty cool, but yeah. Not my favorite ship I've built, for sure. Yeah, not much more to say about that. I think I did the boiler rooms, I think. Yeah, I got started on them at least. See this one here. Forgot to light it up. Rip. But yeah, did I do the dining room? Oh, the pool I did. Yeah, the dining room I did as well. Look at this. Quite good. Quite cool, but not good. Here is the Nordic, the rebuilt version I did. You can't really call this a version 2 because it's like a completely different ship. The hull is different, like I rebuilt it quite a lot to make it better. It's only really like the facade here of the superstructure and I guess the funnels. No, I rebuilt these as well. Is the life post the same? I don't know. It's almost completely different from the inside out. And it's for the better, because it's so much better than the original version. The layouts are completely different as well. It's like the Georgic when she was rebuilt after she got bombed, except that this was actually better than the original. Look at this. Really nice. I had help from Dooku. I think mainly we did the engine rooms, let's go down here, the electric engines we did together. Or he did, I think he copied these from one of his older builds, so yeah. Looks very nice. Here is the Campania. I built this long time ago. It was like 2023. I don't think I'll continue this. I don't really like to haul that much. So I'll probably start a new one if I get to her again. So I thought I'd release it here for you guys so you can check it out. I did do some interiors. Here's the lounge, or the music room, or the social hall I think they call it even. Here's the library in the bow, and there's a smoke room here in the stern. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't do anything else on the inside. Here is the HMS Nyköping K34. This is how it's pronounced, or it's how it's spelled. Nyköping. It's Swedish Visby class corvette and corvette and yeah, Nyköping. Look at this fancy letters I did. Yeah, this is cool. I like it. I did this after I saw this in real life during like a marine event type thing in one of my neighboring cities. So yeah, pretty cool. Here is the Palmer again. This is a rebuild of my original one, and it is. I did this after I visited Åland again. So yeah, it's an updated version. I think a lot of buttons disappeared sadly, so the rigging isn't perfect anymore. But yeah, the interiors are much better. The detailing on the exterior and the sails also much better for that matter. But yeah, much better than the last one. Here's the MS Stockholm of 1948. Oh, I love the Stockholm. And I started building this in like 2022, and I stopped working on it for the longest time, and then I finished it in 2023 or something, or 2024, I can't remember. So I thought I'd release it here. It's just exterior for now. I have lined out all of the interiors, so hopefully I'll get to doing those in the future. But yeah, really nice build. I like this one. I didn't even do the bridge. SMH. This is the only Swedish-American line ship I've ever built so far, so fingers crossed I do more in the future. Here is the Gotland. This is a custom ship I built and I lost interest in, much like a neglected child. We have the stairs here. This is very much based on the Aquitania, as you can see. Smoke room is unique though. And there's also a veranda calf here in the stern. Did I do a dining room? Yes, I did. Yeah, also Aquitania. At least in the layout, it's very similar to her. And yeah, I give this ship to you guys now. This is yours. Do whatever you want. Here is the SS Imperator, and it is also an abandoned build. The reason it's abandoned is because I built it in the wrong scale. It's not scaled correctly to the other ships, so yeah, I also lost interest in it, so that's another reason. But yeah, I did like how this was turning out, so I hope that if I ever tackle the Imperator again, old Limpy, you know, it'll be as good as this, if not better. Hopefully much better. Here is version 3, I wanna say. for Aquitania. This was also unfinished, abandoned. I don't really like the hull that much, so it'll yeah, be much better if I ever do a new one of these. Yeah, I didn't do the propellers. I never got that far. Yeah, I did start with the winter gardens. We have the grand staircase here, as well as the lounge. This is still gorgeous, I think. I really like this room, how this turned out. We have the long gallery, as well as the smoke room. Very nice. And that's about it. I think I did the dining room as well. Yeah, I did. This is pretty nice as well. And that's about it for Aquitania. Here is Palmer 3-1 scale, unfinished as well. Yeah, I'm really lost interest in doing this one as well. But it's pretty nice. I did this after I visited Åland again. Is there a skull in here? Did someone die? I wonder if they did. Yeah, pretty nice. Didn't get very far with it though, sadly. Here's the Prince Gustav. This is another custom ship I built. It's like the same line as the Nordic, so it has the same paint scheme. Did I do? Oh yeah, I did a staircase here as well. Cool. I like Aquitania, but like the Olympic class staircase with Aquitania's elevators. That's the word. Here's like a little writing room. Here's the lounge. Here is the smoke room. I think me and Slade Blade built this together. And here's the aft staircase. Did I do anything more? No, not really. Did we do dining room? Yeah, we did. No. No, we didn't. RIP. I lined it out though here. Oh, I did the boiler rooms. Yeah, I remember this. I built all the boiler rooms. Did I do the engines? No, didn't finish them. There are turbine rooms here. Coolio. I almost finished like laying out her too, like her interiors, so pretty nice. Sadly abandoned though. Here is the Prince Wilhelm, another abandoned custom, and it is not a Young Royals reference, if you thought that. Yeah, this was like I did a shipyard type thing on my Instagram, and I like built this like a real ship, and I thought it was really cool. But yeah, I haven't really finished this. This room I built together with Slade again, the lounge, and that's all we did. We were gonna do like an Empress style thing here with the dining room down here. Yeah, that's as far as we got. Here is the Aravana, not to be confused with the Aravana that I did much earlier. It's like a little custom ship I built for Jaden on TSN. It's a little bit reminiscent of the Princess Sophia, I think her name is. Who was when the one that sunk? She like got grounded and then she broke apart. Yeah, nothing much to say. I haven't done anything on the inside. Here's an unnamed 2-1 scale cargo ship, and it has the biggest funnel you'll ever see on a ship. I didn't really realize until now that the funnel is way too large. It shouldn't be that large. Like it's obscenely large. It's probably compensating for something. Anyway, yeah, pretty nice. I did some interiors here as well. Did I do the cabins? I did. Oh wow. This was when I got really into doing 2-1 scale, but I quickly stopped doing that because I don't really like it anymore. Here's an unnamed cruise ship custom. This is the first like cruise ship I built in like 6 years since like the Sovereign that we saw in the beginning of the video. I never finished this one. It's based on the what class? It was like the Royal Caribbean. Is it a Voyager of the Seas? I can't remember. But yeah, I quite like this one how it turned out, but I lost interest sadly. So yeah. If you want, you take this, build, and do what you want with it. Here's my second ARM MV Oceanic, the third Oceanic. And yeah, this is pretty cool as well, much more up to date, probably much more accurate, but it's also abandoned because there's been a bit more information about Oceanic that renders this a little bit not possibly accurate at all, like yeah, a little bit outdated. I built this in collaboration with Dooku. We did the lounge, I think we did together. He did this little gallery here, and he also built the cinema based on Queen Elizabeth. And what else? Yeah, we built this here, the what's it called? The veranda, I think we did at least. And I also laid out a bunch more stuff, but I never finished it, so too bad. If I ever do this again, I'm going to start it from scratch. I'm not going to continue on this. Here is the Belgian land built by me, Slaveblade, and GC Alpha Returns, or Mikkel. And yeah, I really like this one still, and it was built in like 2022. Yeah, and then I went ahead and finished it in like 2024 because I wanted to release it at last. There's not too many interiors on the inside. I had these separating walls here, so it wouldn't just be black on the inside. There's a little bit of white, so it looks like there's interiors there, but there isn't. Pretty nice ship. We have the staircase here. I love Belgian, of course. Here's the drawing room. This was built by Dooku. And here is the lounge. Here's the smoke room, inspired by, or similar to Britannic's one. Here's the veranda. And here is the second class spaces. This is the smoke room? Okay, this is the library, and then smoke room. And we didn't do more, sadly. There's some third class spaces as well. This is the, this is the second class veranda, and this is the third class one. And the third class general room in there. It's kind of like an apartment building here in the stern. It's really funny. Belgian land looks. But yeah, I love Belgian land. It's one of my favorite ships. There's a dining room and a reception room. It's basically the Olympic class, but smaller. So yeah. Here is the SS Normandy, built by mainly Dooku, but also I helped a lot. So yeah, it's not really my build, but I wanted to just to mention it here in the tour. I'm not going to include this in the world download, but you should check out the map yourself and download it and have fun. So yeah, this is really nice. I really love how this turned out. I think we did a great job. We have the cinema here, the main lobby, as well as the lounge and the smoke room. Up here is the what was this, like a club or something? Cafe grill, okay, yeah, like a nightclub, one of those things. Here's the tourist class lounge, and yeah, some various tourist class spaces here in the stern. Let's check out the dining room. Is it this deck? Yeah, here it is. Beautiful. I love how this turned out as well. Yeah, some massive engine spaces here. I wasn't involved in these engine spaces, and I'm happy I wasn't, because these look terrible to build, as in, yeah, good lord, I would not want to build these. So yeah, Dooku did a great job with these, as always. He truly is the GOAT. But yeah, check this out, download this, please. And now we are finally up to the quote-unquote modern era of my ships. This is when I can like fully say that these are as good as I can probably possibly make them. I don't know how much better I could make them after this, to be honest, in the scale that is. But yeah, this is the Olympic. This is version 5, maybe? 3, okay. Yeah, Olympic version 3 at least, but not the version 3 of the Olympic class. There's like 6 at this point. Here is the Nomadic as well. This is also really good still. I don't know if this floor is accurate or if it is supposed to be the red and blue one. But yeah, it's what they have these days inside. Pretty nice though, but yeah, Olympic here. This was built like in the beginning of 2023, I think, and I built it over the course of a few months. Oh, in the end, okay, so December 2023 to April 2024. Like at the very end of 2023 I built it, so yeah. I had a bit of help here from Dooku again, with some spaces, as well as Josh or Salentacraft. He built a lot of the suites, and yeah, pretty nice. We have the boiler rooms here. We have the engine room. This is probably like the one space I could do better, honestly. It's probably not perfection with the piping and stuff. It's not perfection, that's for sure. But I think it's pretty good so far. Let's check the dining room again here. A recent addition I did was add in the lamps, because recent research points to that there probably would have been lamps during like the dinners for first class. They would have added them. Over here is Titanic, converted from Olympic, of course. Not much more to say that there. This is the 5th version of Titanic. Okay. Here is Traffic. This is a little cute ship, a lot smaller than Nomadic. It's the baggage tender for Whitestone Line, and some first class space as well. Yeah, pretty straightforward. It's very similar to Nomadic with the boiler and engines though as well. And also finally, here is the Brittanic conversion from Titanic. Pretty nice. This is built so that this would be the post-war version, with the band running across like really low, that Olympic had later in her life. We also have the skylight in her smoke room now. That I've never done that before, so this is, yeah, could have been a skylight, could have been a dome, who knows. This is based on what Belgeland had with her smoke room. But yeah, that's pretty much that with this class. I should mention with these, I have done two large updates with these since I released them. So this is the latest versions of this class basically. But here is the HM80S Britannic. This I have not updated, so this is like the oldest, or actually the first version still. So I'll do that in the future, so keep an eye for that. Yeah, this is, you can see I added a lot of weathering to it, which I think looks pretty cool. And yeah, it's the hospital ship appearance with a fully completed interior. All spaces are converted to how they're supposed to be. Oh, I don't know if this is completely right, but yeah. There probably would have been some partitions here as well, in the dining room and the reception room. But yeah, might update this in the future, we'll see what happens. Here is my 3rd, or technically 4th, Oceanic build. And this is a full interior build, built using the, by that point, newly found deck plans, so I built it completely on the inside. And I made it as accurate as I possibly could this time. I think it looks really good. Has all the spaces here. Smoke room, then we have second class. Back here we have the library, smoke room, dining room, and then I forget here. First class is weird on the ship, so we have a smoke room for first class here in the bow, and then there are many different spaces with third class, that leads down like these open berth spaces. And that's pretty much that. And I also built the boiler rooms and the engine rooms. If we go back, yeah, here, divided up by the what's it called, this bulkhead in the middle, which was pierced later. So just in case one room was flooded, it wouldn't cause a ship to list to the side a lot. But yeah, I used the photographs to make this as accurate as I could. And I think I did a pretty good job, I hope. So yeah. Here's my third Carpathia build, and it was built in like July to August 2024. And I really like this one, it's pretty cool. A lot of the colors was based on a Roblox Carpathia. I don't remember which one it was. I don't know if they are accurate. Probably not, but yeah, it's all I had to go on. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. The layouts are all in, they're correct. I'm not sure about the food stores though, but that's the only one I can imagine is wrong. All the cargo holds are in, the boiler rooms are in, and the engines are in, all of the machinery. I don't know if it's fully accurate though, but I did as good as I could. So yeah, I'll probably do an updated version of this eventually as well. Fix some issues and then also make an 1912 version with the updated interiors and such. Here is my first 1/1 scale Olympic build. Built this for the tutorial series. I did, and I probably do more in the future. Built in like October of 2024. Pretty nice. Here is the Titanic, which was converted from Olympic. Yeah, not much to say about this one. And also Brittanic, RMS Brittanic. They're not super detailed. Because they're just a tutorial, so you're meant to add the detailing yourself. And also the HMHS Britannic over here. Here is the 1/1 scale RMS Lucania that I did for the tutorial series again. Here is the 1/1 scale RMS Lucania that I did for the tutorial series again. And here's my latest versions of the Big Four. So this is the Celtic. These are sadly not full interior builds. I might do that in the future, we'll see. But I did them as accurate as I possibly could. Here is the lounge, the staircase leading down. We have the smoke room back here. We have the dining saloon, as well as the cabins. We have the second class library, smoke room here in the stern, and also their dining room. We have some third class areas here, so we have an open space where they would board, as well as the general room and the smoke room. And that is pretty much it. Also the bow has some third class areas as well. Also next to Celtic and Cedric here is the America and Ireland. These are the tenders that brought passengers to, well, these ships, but mainly Olympic and Titanic, in Cove or Queenstown. But yeah, here is the Cedric, very similar to Celtic obviously, but she doesn't have the dome going all the way up like I said during the previous versions. And the wooden davits again here, of course. But that's pretty much it for the Cedric. Here is the Baltic, which is different from Celtic and Cedric a bit, with the larger ship overall, but larger interiors, like period. Has this different staircase, it's much like longer, it's kind of weird. And the dining room is also a little bit bigger. And yeah, that goes for all of the interiors, to be honest. And then we have Adriatic here, which is the same as Baltic, but it has more. It's also the 1909 version with the enclosed promenade here, as you can see. And it also has, yeah, It's Adriatic. What more can I say? We have the dining salon here, which is different to Baltics as a lighter decor. Different lounge, much larger. We have the drawing room. Oh wait, is it? Yeah, reading and writing room. Sorry, and the different smoke room here as well. It's red instead of green. There's also the larger second-class accommodations. We have the library. No, this is smoke room, I think. Yeah, smoke room. And then this is library. And on the deck, on the 2 deck further down here is the dining room. There's also the, let's see here, yeah, the Turkish baths. So we have the gymnasium over here. This is for first class. Here's the plunge bath, tiny little pool here. We have the temperate room and the cooling room. Yeah, that's pretty much Adriatic. And now we arrive at the final build what I'm going to include in this tour. This is the RMS Olympic 1930. I released this like a month ago now, so it's one of my most recent release. My first ever like fully furnished Olympic 3-1 scale, not 3-1 scale, 1930s, was built or converted rather from the original Olympic in June to July of 2025 this year. So yeah, I really like how this turned out. Has the green staircase. I know people hate this, but I love it so much. Has the lounge set up for use for the cinema. We also have the updated smoke room floor and the veranda cafe and restaurant. We have the new tourist third cabin tourist third cabin changes. So we have the better general room here for now tourist class and the smoke room. We have the split up dining rooms. So we have this one, we have this one, and we have this new one back here, which is now a lounge. If we go up, we have here in the bow some improved third class accommodations. So they have this new lounge, as well as this new smoke room and the barbershop. And there is also their old, where is it? I forget. Oh, here it is. On this deck, was on the wrong deck. Their dining room here is slightly more nice with carpets and curtains and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, I should also show the new boilers. They're now oil fired, so there's no coal everywhere anymore. They can be converted into oil fired boilers, and there's some oil stored in the coal bunkers here instead. But yeah, that's pretty much it.